The Andrews government says crime is heading in the right direction despite another increase in violent offences. The annual statistics reveal aggravated burglary and murder both rose by 27%. More from Dougal Beattie.
A spate of dramatic jewellery heists, robberies and violent home invasions by hooded men has left victims reeling. Still, the government maintains the figures show crime in Victoria has stabilised.
We are heading in the right direction. This is not about spin.
The number of offences grew 4% over the past year. Robbery rose 19%, theft of motor vehicles up 16%, aggravated burglary increased 27% and murder also jumped by 27%. The government says the homicide figures take into account the Bourke Street tragedy and the stats reveal violent crime fell over the past 2 quarters.
We will be in a position of zero growth in the next crime stats, if not negative.
Senior police agree the crime rate has turned a corner with a record 181,000 people locked up over the past 12 months.
We are arresting more people in record numbers for committing these cowardly acts and are bringing these people before the courts.
New laws were introduced to treat home invasions and carjackings as separate offences in December. Since then, there have been 34 home invasions, while there's been 20 carjackings and another 25 were attempted. The opposition says it's evidence Victoria is in the middle of a crime tsunami, promising bail reform and mandatory sentencing.
You can take all the spin you want from the government, but an increase is an increase. Crime is crime and people are being impacted.
Dougal Beattie, 9 News.
The Police Minister claims the worst of Victoria's crime wave is over, despite new figures showing yet another increase. More than 330,000 Victorians fell victim to criminals in the year to March, a big rise, while the number of robberies also jumped dramatically.
At 7 o'clock this morning, an intruder broke into Liana Pakati's Canley house while she was sleeping, stole her car keys and her 2-year-old Toyota Land Cruiser in the driveway.
I'm scared for, obviously, my life and for my family's lives.
But less than 3 hours later, police and the minister held a media conference to declare crime rates are on the way down.
We are confident that Victorians will not just see the figures reducing, but also feel safer in their communities.
The figures are for the year to March. They show the city centre remains Melbourne's worst spot for crime, followed by Yarra, Maribyrnong, Greater Dandenong and Frankston. The rate of robberies is up significantly, as are acts endangering people. Assaults also jumped. But police say car theft, residential burglaries and drug offences are all down.
While there is still a long way to go to prevent these crimes, we're fully committed and confident that we're on the right track and we're starting to have some effect. Record numbers of arrests and presenting people before the courts.
I'm pretty confident that, based on intelligence, that we will be in a position of zero growth in the next crime stats, if not negative.
As always, statistics are open to interpretation and the rates of many serious crimes are still going up. But the government and police are positive because they're not going up as quickly as they were.
Our state's violent crime is still on an upward trend that is dramatic.
And Liana Pakati is inclined to agree.
It's getting worse. With the news, everything on the news now, it's getting worse.
Laurel Irving, 7 News.